Howdy there, sports fans. Ryan here with the DFS 5-pack. So we are a little less than 2 hours away from the start of the World Series, which means it is coming fast and furious. After starting lineups came out, Overlay has hit us up with some matchup shop options for the game tonight that I feel would be some fun to kind of discuss them and go through them and kind of feel like where would be you be best served to put your money in on this one. So you head on over to the matchup shop, click on the MLB portions of this one. And I'm going to run through everyone and give you my thoughts and opinions on them, kind of confidence and things like that, what I would do with them. Would I run them in a parlay or run them out there singly? And kind of go from there. So let's start at the top. Blake Snell has been bet all the way down to a -7 versus Tony Gonsolin, who's probably only going to be in there for 2 innings-ish. So I still think the smart money is on Blake Snell. For me, though, I personally struggle knowing that I missed out at this thing, and I think -5 earlier in the day, and now it's all the way up to -7. It's probably still the better bet to go with Blake Snell. In fact, if I was forced to put any money on it, that's where I would go. It's just really, really difficult, and a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. When you see something at a certain line, to bet it later in the day, it's something that's harder for you to try to win on. So I still think the smart money's on Snell. Gonsolin's maybe a 2-inning guy. The problem is like the Dodgers will make Blake Snell work. So if Gonsolin, runs through 2 clean innings against the Rays and goes, let's say 2 innings, 2 Ks, and let's just say he comes out of there with, 8 points-ish. Like now you need Snell to surpass the 15 points. It's not an easy bet. So I still think the smart money is Snell, but I'm hesitant to put it on there myself. Next up, Justin Turner versus Max Muncie. In this situation, give me Justin Turner. I'll take the right on lefty matchup. I don't like that the odds are worse with him, but that is where I'd go. Next up, Austin Meadows is a -110 versus Randy Arozarena -140. I got Arozarena at -120, and I feel really comfortable with that. I will not put any new money on down there at a -140. I will live with what I believe to be not enough money. Arozarena is just playing much better baseball than Austin Meadows. I don't care about the platoon advantage or anything like that. I would take a Arozarena every day ahead of Austin Meadows. I just have very little faith in Austin Meadows to supply anything. Austin Meadows is a good baseball player, but he has not been good in the playoffs. He has not been good all season. Randy Arozarena is now a household name based off what he's done in the playoffs. So that's where I would go. Next up, Brandon Lau versus Manuel Margot. Now, this one is my favorite one on the list right here. Brandon Lau has shown a couple of recent flashes, but for the most part, I think dude's batting about just over 100 in the playoffs. Meanwhile, Manuel Margot is playing really, really well. And for me, this is all about, what are you getting for your return on investment right here? If you were to say bet $100 on Brandon Lau, you would only get $64.52 back as your profit if you were to win this one. That's not very good. It's not enough for me to want to go there at a -155. Meanwhile, with Manuel Margot, if I were to bet $100 right here, I would get 205. That is more than doubling my money. That's the better bet. I don't even really think it's that close on this one, really, because I like Margot probably straight up over Lau just based on the fact that Brandon Lau, according to his manager, has been pressing and has put together less than stellar at bats for the vast majority of the postseason. So give me Manuel Margot. I would have to think of it as like a 3-2 type of odds. It's better odds on the Margot. Easy peasy for me. All right, next up, G-Man Choi versus Joey Wendell. One, I think Choi's got better odds for getting pinch hit for. And 2, Wendell, again, this is much of the same thing. Put $100 down on Wendell, you're getting $210 back. That is $110 in profit based on a $100 bet. Do the same thing with G-Man Choi. Put down a cool hundy. I'm only getting $62.50 back. I mean, do we really think G-Man Choi is going to outscore Joey Wendell here 2-1? I don't. I don't think it's a 2-1 type of scenario. I don't have a lot of statistics to back this one up because, one, we can only assume that each of these guys is going to get one at bat against Gonsolin, and then we don't know who for sure is coming in. But I do think Wendell is slightly less likely to get pinch hit for. So I have money on Wendell individually. I have him in a couple of small parlays. And that leads me to the last one right here, which is going to be Corey Seeger versus Cody Ballinger. Again, Corey Seager is playing better, even though I don't think Ballinger's playing bad. He's got back-to-back games with a home run. But Corey Seager has been lights out. Ballinger is 4 spots farther down in the order. Gives him about a 50% chance to have one less at bat than Corey Seager. Give me Corey Seager all day right here. and I'm a Ballinger fan, and I think he makes for an interesting play tonight. But put $100 down on Seeger, that is almost a straight 1-to-1 value. You do the same thing with Cody Ballinger, and you're only getting less than 7/10 of what you bet back on it. Where are the odds with you for a guy that might get an extra at bat and has been one of the better hitters in the entire postseason? So I got that. And for me, like, I'm going to run a Wendell, Margot, Seeger, little mini stack right there for a par. And if you were to bet $100 on that, you're getting paid out over 8-to-1 on your money on that one. So I like that. I'm probably not going to go as big as $100 right there, but you guys kind of get the idea. You know, even if you like to play for a little more fun, for $5, and we'll submit this one, you can get a payback better than 8-to-1. Fun stuff, right, guys? I'm seeing some of you run these extremely like deeper parlays, which I think is fun. You know, let's just grab some of these guys and just give you an example of everything that's up there right now. If you were to take your favorite 7 or multi-6 or whatever it is, $1 pays out 28-to-1. It's a good time. It's like entering a GPP, and it's viable to go 6-0 in a situation like this. So I wish you guys the best of luck. If you have yet to try Overlay and you want to do so, just send me a screenshot of your initial deposit, and depending on the size of it, I can get you a membership to the 5-pack temporarily or permanently. If you want to go all in and put $1,000 in, give you a free lifetime membership to the 5-pack. $50 and give you a free 2 weeks. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Don't forget to click thumbs up on the video, and good luck tonight.